here. And problem 12 on the quiz here says this. In fact, actually, it's real easy to notice if you look at what's problem 12 asking you guys. It says this. It says, let's see. You guys all right? Not that funny. Cool. Not very funny.
It's so funny.
Hey guys, you ready to focus or not? We need to go back to group 1.
Focus Friday.
Group 1 or group 2? Don't answer it. Just you guys got the option here. So group 8, problem 12 tells us, hey, y equals 1/2. There should be y here. But equals 1/2 of the absolute value of x, right? Cool. And that the domains here are a specific set of numbers. The domains, D, are these values. The domains are -2, right? -2, 0, 2, and now 4. Now here's the thing. That's supposed to be a bridge right here, guys. So now if I were to draw a graph here, and just create my graph, whenever doing this, I know that, hey, when I go to plot these points, can they be any x value, or do I have specific x values? I have a specific set of domains. So whenever I do actually go to graph, I'm just going to kind of graph in the areas that they should be in. Okay, I'm not going to make it specific, but hey, it should be. You should have a point here when you calculated it, a point here, and kind of like this, right? But you guys just told me this domain is a set of specific points. It's not every x value between here to here, is it? Is it? No, it's distinct points because they've labeled distinct points. So I'm not going to create a line. A line represents what? Does it represent a continuous or a discrete set of points? A line represents a continuous, like you said, but these are what? Are these discrete points or are they a continuous set of all x values? Nowhere in here am I told that, hey, these values are all x values. What I'm told is that these values are these specific x values. This is specific. Therefore, you don't put a line. Let's move on to another problem. Let's move on to the next one below it. No, actually we can't. Actually, let's look at the next one compared to this. So this one says this, y equals -x plus 3. Y equals, Alex, come here. Right here, stand right here. Come on, quick, man. I don't have time for you goofing off. So y equals -x plus 3. Hey, what does x equal, guys?
Negative.
Huh? Well, what values? What are some values that it equals?
-1, 0, 1.
Negative x equals pi minus 6.
Okay, so hey, let's do this. I'm going to use the same domains as before, okay? -2, 0, -2, 0, 2, and 4. And my y values are just some numbers, okay? I'm not going to put them in right now, but here's my question for you. Hey, can I put any other x values in here?
Yes.
Can I put any other x values in here?
Yes.
What's this telling me to do with x? It's telling me to create some numbers for x. They don't give me a specific set of numbers. They say, hey, go ahead and plug any number. Could I plug 1.5 into here?
Yes.
Absolutely. So therefore, you start to see when this one gets graphed, guys, let's just pretend like this is the line here. When this one gets graphed, I can put another point in between here, can I?
Yes.
And could I put another point in between here? Yeah, I can actually turn this into a continuous graph. That's why I put a line through it. Whereas before, guys, they gave me a distinct set of numbers within the domain. It said these are the numbers you're going to use and no others. Alex, you should be focused on the board. Let's move on to another set of values here. Does anybody have a question about this one? Yeah.
On number 4.
Perfect. Let's look at number 4. So number 4 says what, guys? Number 4 basically gives me a graph, and it has a line plotted here, right? Between some points right up through here, right? So what number 4 is saying, okay, my first question is, what did you get for this value of the domain right here? What was that? -1 what? What was the value, the points? What were the points?
3.
-1, 3, cool. And what about up here? Negative 1. This is
No, the first one.
negative 1, negative 3. What about here? 4, comma 2. Cool. So here's my question. Is x greater than negative 1? Eileen, will you please stop talking to Alex? And Alex, will you please stand here and look at the graph? So what does x equal here? I mean, is x greater than negative 1? Sure, x is greater than any x value at this point, right? So it's greater or possibly equal to negative 1. So I'm just going to put negative 1 here. I'm going to say, hey, x is greater or equal to it. And is x greater than 4 here? No, it's less than or equal to it, right? Less than or equal to 4. But here's my question for you. Is x, if this is 4, is x, could it be 3 then? Positive 3? Could x be positive 3? It could be positive 3, sure. Because it's on the number line here. Well, we got 4 here, so that means 3's got to be here. But could it be any number between 3 and 4?
Yeah.
Yeah? Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I can't say this. I can't say negative 1, 0, 1, 2, 3. I can't put these down for my domain because you're telling me that on this number line, x can be any number between here. Does that make sense? So I can't write distinct points. I've got to make an inequality. This is actually what you do. Create an inequality that includes all values between negative 1 and 4. Yes, sir.
Number 5.
Number 5. Perfect. Great one. I love that one. We're going to go to number 5 here. And number 5, guys, it's kind of the reverse. We're going to go to do you have a question about 4? And I'll get to 5 next. What's the question?
Well, that's what I answered, but you took off the
Well, let me see. Stay there. I don't know why it is. Let's talk after class. All right. Well, any questions on this problem other than your grade? Yes.
Well, I was gonna say, I did it
Guys?
wrong.
Guys?
I did it wrong, but you didn't count on.
Because she's honest and she's from Westridge. She represents Westridge. Let's talk after class. Okay. Let's move on to the next problem. If you got a question about this, we'll talk after class. We're moving on to the next problem. The problem says, hey, I've got my x and y chart here, my table here. This is less than being sloppy, but just trying to get through this quick. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, that's a 2. All right, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 5, 2, 2, 3, 5, and then I got the value 4, 6. 4, 6. Now here, guys, my big question. Am I told that x can be, or y can be any value between 1 and 4, or am I given distinct points? I'm given distinct points. So I'm going to create a range with braces here, because it's asking for the range. So I'm going to say, rather than creating an inequality here, I'm giving distinct points. And I'm going to say the values that y are, where the range is, well, what is the range? It could be 2, it could be 5, or it could be 6. And since I have 2 2's here, I don't need to rewrite it. I'm just going to go 2, my values are 2, 5, and 6. And I think if people put 2 2's here, I didn't take off points, but just in the future, no, we don't put a second 2 in. You've already put it once. What's up? Okay. So from there, I'm going to move forward to our next set. Pull out your homework, and I'm going to come by and grade your homework. No, you may not. You're going to have to show it to me later. You guys have got to come prepared to class. Alex?